All righty. Hey, everybody. Yes, looking good. You're looking good out there. Welcome. I'm your humble host, Doug Munro, and welcome. Welcome to the Milford Arts Council Jazz Brunch. So, since we're all, sheltering in place, we figured that we would get together virtually. So I hope everything sounds good out there. Why don't you send me a little chat? Say something in the chat bar. Let me know that you're out there. Let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. That'd be good. Thanks. I know there's people out there because I saw some people waiting in the queue. Here we go. Yeah, that's probably Lori saying hi, welcoming everybody. Very nice. Great. Thank you. Oh, another Douglas Jones. Thank you. I look and sound good. Thank you. All right. So what we're going to do for your brunch, and we hope, Lori and I and everybody at the Milford Arts Council, that you have made your favorite brunch. Whatever that could be: eggs Benedict, waffles, the chicken. You know, and make yourself comfy, tuck in your napkin, eat, and I'm going to play for you. And I'm going to start right in with a old jazz standard called "All of Me." All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my arms, I want to lose them. Take my lips, I ain't never gonna use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. Well, how can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? All of me. Why not take all of me? I can't just see I'm no good without you. That's right, baby. I take my arms, I want to lose them. I take my lips, never gonna use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? Well, you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Yeah. Yeah. Well, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Well, take my arms, I want to lose them. I really do. Take my lips, I'm never gonna use them. Well, your goodbye, it left me with eyes that cried. Well, how can I go on, dear, without you? Well, you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all? Why not take all? Why not just take all of me? Well, my baby, why not take all of me? Yeah, there you go. One down. All right. So, virtual applause. You know, I actually do have something here with me. So, let me know how you like that. Was that cool? Everything okay? Douglas, yes, you're with me, my fellow Douglas. I appreciate that, brother. You know, here we go. So, here's my virtual applause. Oh, wait, got turned. There you go. My virtual applause. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And you can also, there's those little clap emojis that you could put up there. Great. Thank you. All right. So what is that? Quintano Productions. Wonder who that is. But thank you. So as you can see, I'm in my sort of almost official Jay Leno dress here today. Oh, Bert. Oh, great to see you, Bert. Well, great to text you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Virtual claps. Thank you. Yeah. So if there's anything that you'd like me to play, let me know. I got a variety of stuff here. Let's see. Why don't I'm gonna do like a little novelty piece. I'm gonna do a song. It's by my great uncle, written by my great uncle, Harry Warren. And it's from a record I did called the Harry Warren Songbook, which I did with my group, La Pompe Attack. Now, usually I play with my group. I rarely just play solo, although I'm not quite alone today. I've got little Frogworth over here, Frogsworth, and he's lending me moral support. But usually, I play with the group, and so this is kind of a fun treat for me just to interact one on one with y'all. It's good, and in case you're wondering, like how I'm pulling off the sound I'm doing, I'm not really playing with pre-recorded tracks. I'm playing with like a little loop pedal, and what a looper is, it lets me instantly record what I play. So, for example, I could play. Hit the loop pedal, and now it's recorded what I've played. Could play Heart and Soul now. So that's how I'm using the looper. So when I'm playing, I'm recording what I'm playing, and then I can go back and solo over it if I so wish to do so, which I do. And I also have for you, gearheads out there, I have a octave pedal here that I'm also using. So with the octave pedal off, it's quite subtle. This is what it sounds like with it off. This is what it sounds like with it on. Probably if you're not using headphones, you may not hear the difference because it's subtle. It's just really affecting my bottom two strings here, lower two strings, and making them an octave lower. So giving the impression that I'm playing with a bass player. Well, although that's my hope. I don't know if it really sounds like. And that's it. All right. So back to the Harry Warren song. I'm going to do a song. It's from 1928, and it's a song called Nagasaki. And my band, La Pompe Attack, we are a sort of like a gypsy swing band. And oh yeah, somebody wrote, "I love the artwork behind you." The artwork behind me is by Joe Ferry. He's a Whew. Well, I worked with him mostly as a producer. He was a producer, but he's also a bass player. He's a composer. He and I have composed stuff. He's an arranger, and he's a great artist. And he's done probably a dozen of my record covers for recordings I've done. This behind me here, I think, was for an organ trio record I did called "Up Against It," and this might have been either Blueness or Shooting Pool at Leo's. I can't remember. But yeah, that's his original artwork. And you could check him out on Facebook and, all over social media. Joe Ferry, Ferry, my man. Okay, so back to Nagasaki. So my Gypsy Swing band, La Pompe Attack, we did this whole record of Harry Warren songs. And we did them in the style of Django Reinhardt and Stefan Grappelli. So, just so happens that Django Reinhardt actually has a recording. He recorded, there's a recorded version of him doing this song. So, here we go. A little Nagasaki. Hot cinnamon and dynamite. That's what we drink each night. Back in Nagasaki with the fellas chewed up backy and the women wicky wacky woo. The way they entertain, or they could hurry a hurricane. Way back in Nagasaki with the fellas chewed up backy and the women wicky wacky woo. Fujiyama, you get a mama, and then your troubles increase. And a pagoda, you order soda, earthquake, milkshake, 10 cents a piece. Are they huggy and they kissy nice? By Django, it's worth the price. Way back in Nagasaki, with the fellas do the backy, women wicky wacky woo. Hot cinnamon and dynamite. That's what we drink each night. Way back in Nagasaki with the fellas shoot back. The women wicky wacky woo. The way they entertain. Well, they could hurry a hurricane. Way back in Nagasaki with the fellas shoot back and the women wicky wacky woo. Yes. Fujiyama, you get a mama, and then your troubles increase. And up a Pagoda, you order soda, earthquake milkshake, 10 cents a piece. They hug you, they kiss you nice. By Django, it's worth the price. Way back in Nagasaki, where the fellas shoot back it. Women wicky wacky woo. I got it from here. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes. Virtual applause. What would life be without some canned applause? Yes. Hey, Ernie's on. Yeah. So I see some people are coming on now, and they're like, I thought you were going on at 12:30. So you're not going to believe this, but I actually screwed something up, which those of you that know me uh, can really dig that like I'm famous for meaning well, but screwing stuff up. So some of you are here at noon, which is great, and a bunch of you are going to be joining me at 12:30, which I originally had posted as the time, but it was incorrect. But what does it matter? After all, we'll eventually all be here. We'll all be having some fun, eating some brunch. And I got to tell you, thinking about eating, it's kind of making me hungry because I didn't really eat much today. I had like a really super dry brain muffin. It was a very interesting experience. So yeah, so I'm gonna virtually eat with you guys. Uh, yeah, time means nothing these days. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I was bad to begin with, and now I'm like totally hopeless. Uh, oh, is this the Gypsy omelet joke? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm not going to tell that joke. There is a joke about how you make a gypsy omelet, and this would probably be the best time ever to say it because it is during a jazz brunch. But I'm going to refrain. So I don't know. I might offend one person out there. Although I have to say that this is not a joke that I made up, and it was told to Gypsy Swing guitar players, and they thought it was hysterical. By the way, but yeah. So I'm going to continue here, and don't be afraid to chat in. I see that my friend Ernie is like he's like typing away. That's good. You all should be doing that. Although you might be eating, and so you may not be texting while you eat. But my only interaction with you is through the chat bar, as opposed to like if we were doing a Zoom concert. I could we could interact more fully. Although I did a Zoom concert for John Codman and the Jazz at the Lodge in Ossining, and it was quite hysterical because we had to train the audience that they had to turn their microphones off while I was playing. So people were like, blowing their nose, getting up, munching on potato chips, and it was like it would take over the microphone. And it was quite hysterical, but we worked it out. And so far for me, I really like the YouTube platform because I think that YouTube is more geared towards music video, and that's basically what we're doing. And I hope that everything sounds great out there to you. It sounds good here to me, in my little studio here. Um, So I'm trying to cover all the type of songs that I said that I was going to play, and I did say that I was going to do a even some bossa nova today. So I think I'm going to do a little. I'm going to do a little bossa nova, and this is the for jazz guitar guys or just jazz in general. This is like one of the first bossa novas that that we all learn, and it's a song called Blue Bossa, and I'm gonna play it for you now. It goes something like this. Okay, I'll do this song and then I'm going to circle back to a question about my Grammy nominations. Although somewhere in here I actually have an actual plaque that says that I won a Grammy award, although it's actually incorrect. Talk about making mistakes. But we'll save that for after this song. Blue Bossa. There you have it. Up close and personal. A little blues bossa for you all. Thank you. You're too kind. Really. That was too kind. Thank you so much. Yes. I was thumbing through the TV the other night, and there's this show about like a millionaire. You ask like, I don't know, you answer like 20 questions and you wind up with $1 million. Anyway, they had to do it with no audience, right? So you see these people sitting in this big empty thing, and then every time somebody says something, there'll be like laughter or applause or something. So I was like, man, if they could do it, baby, I'm going to do it. All right. Now, let me circle back to this question. Somebody had asked me, let's see. Uh, I'm snapping my fingers and dancing around the kitchen. Excellent. Thank you. Love Bossa Nova. Great. Uh, oh, thanks, Paige. That's very nice. She said, it sounds perfect for a perfect day. Yeah, it is beautiful out. So hopefully you'll be able to like stick your head out the window or go outside or do something later on today. Um, okay, so somebody had asked me about my Grammy nominations. So interesting. I've been twice nominated uh, as part of a Grammy uh, venture, and it was never as a performer, but as a arranger, producer, and composer, and it was for the same group called the Scatolites, and the Scatolites are or were a ska band from Jamaica, and they were studio musicians that uh, really got into American pop music and mixed it up with their Jamaican folk music and created this new style of music called ska, which later became rocksteady, which later became reggae. And through my friend Joe Ferry, who did this artwork, I got to do two records with them. And both were nominated for Grammys, and each time we didn't win. And the whole Grammy thing is very interesting. That It has a lot to do with sort of like name recognition. I think that everybody that gets nominated, their music, I would say is pretty good. I've never, I mean, I don't really follow the Grammys that closely, but I've never really seen anything where I was like, oh, this is horrible. How could they be nominated for a Grammy? But usually the winner, there's some kind of name recognition or hype or profile or just something, some magic thing. And so I can't remember. Well, I know that one of the years we didn't win because Bunny Whaler uh, had put out a record, and just that name recognition, I think, put him over the top. I mean, it was a great record, and again, not taking away from their award, but we didn't get it, and but we did have a lot of fun. I mean, we actually Joe Ferry and I wrote a song called Scalloween, like Halloween, but Scalloween, and we wrote it for the Scatolites, which was really exciting that we got to actually get a tune on one of their records. And it's probably my most re-recorded track. There's so many versions of Scalloween out there that it's just ridiculous. I mean, unfortunately, we haven't made bank on that, but it's definitely a popular song in the ska music community, and so a lot of people have covered it. And oh, I see my man Albert Rivera is on. Yes, excellent. Nice, nice. So I can't screw around. There's like some like serious cats on here checking this out, which is great. No pressure. Just sitting in my little studio here, chilling. So anyway, so that's the story with the Grammy and uh, the Grammy nominations. But awards are cool. I mean, they're good for business. Oops, I should turn my ringer off on my phone. Um, they're good for business, and so I'll take all the great reviews and rewards and stuff I can get. Uh, yeah, less talk, more play. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's do. How about a blues? Haven't done a blues yet. Here's a song by James Taylor that I kind of turned into a blues. Damn this traffic jam. Oh, how I hate to be late. It hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper be cold. I said, damn this traffic jam. Well, I left my job around 5 o'clock. It took 15 minutes just to go 3 blocks. Just in time to stand in line with the freeway. It's looking like a parking lot. I said, damn this traffic jam. I almost had a heart attack looking in my rearview mirror. Saw myself the next car back, about to have a heart attack. Looking in my rearview mirror. Now when I die, I don't want no coffin. Thought about it much too often. Just strap me in behind the wheel. Bury me in my automobile. Damn this traffic jam. Yeah. said, damn, this traffic jam. Oh, how I hate to be late. It hurts my motor to go so slow. By the time I get home, my supper be cold. I said, damn, damn this traffic. Hey, buddy, would you get out of that left lane? Damn, damn this traffic jam. Traffic jam. Jimmy Jam. All right. So at the end there, I tried to pull off a little loop trick, and it didn't work. Isn't that wonderful? So yeah, so I was laying down something like this. Right? So then I thought I was going to be fancy and lay this over the top of it. Let's see if I can do this. I couldn't do it before. I'm going to try it now. Here we go. And then it should layer. There you go. Yeah. Then I was going to add this. Woo! How about this? But it didn't work out. So there's a little taste of it there for you. Some, like constant overdubbing of the sounds. Oh, great. Oh, my mom is on. One of my sisters are on. Yeah, my mom is 90 years old, Lydia. Think about that. Yeah, cool. All right. So, yeah, so that was Traffic Jam, a little blues, and somebody from the Milford Arts Council was like, what's everybody drinking? What are you drinking for your brunch? Me, I'm going all out. Little Poland Spring. Delish, totally delish. And I'm sure that there's like a lot of coffees going on out there. Yeah, probably some mimosas, I would guess, if you're so inclined. Bloody Marys, I think, are also a brunch drink. I think, Let's see, what do we got? Who has the mimosas? Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. Oh, iced tea. Oh, that's my wife, Kathy. Wow. Very honored to have my wife watching my show. Kathy and I have been married. Oh, I better get this right. I guess it's coming up on 38 years. So she's seen a couple of my shows. Oh, Coffee and Kahlua. That's interesting. I like that. All right, so you guys keep eating. I'm going to eating and playing. I'm going to do the playing part. I think I'm going to do another gypsy tune. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So this song called Douce Ambiance. And somebody that speaks French, let me know what that means. Douce Ambiance. Because somebody told me, and now I can't remember. So I don't want to make yet a fool of myself again so soon by saying the wrong thing. So somebody out there hip me to what douce ambiance means. Ernie, you might know what douce ambiance means. Let me know what that is. And I'm gonna scat the melody on this first time through, and which is highly unusual, but That's me. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-dee, ba-li-do-be-do-do-dee. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-dee. Ba-da-da, da-li-do-be-ba-da-dee. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da-dee-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-dee-da, ba-ba-da-da, dee-da-da-da, da-li-da-dee-da-da-dee. Ba-la-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-la-ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah. All right. So somebody wrote here that they are from Hungary. So that's There you go. That's the real Gypsy deal. That's the real deal. And welcome. I hope I didn't screw up that song too much. I've always been uh, oh, Steve Vance in the house. Yes. Great. Susan. Hi. Yeah. I asked Ernie to tell me what "Douce Ambiance" means. He goes, 4 years of French in high school. I'm still stumped. Great. Yeah. Our sons are Roma from Hungary. Awesome. Incredible. Such a huge fan of Django Reinhardt. When I was a kid, a young boy, I grew up in my grandparents' house. And so my grandparents were born in the late 1800s. So a lot of the music that they had collected was from the 20s and 30s, sort of like their heyday. So I heard a lot of this music growing up. So for me, Django Reinhardt reminded me of my youth and the home that I grew up in and the music that I heard. So I've always been a lifelong super fan of Gypsy Swing, and and of course, starting with Django Reinhardt. But I have lots of current faves. Uh, Stokolo Rosenberg, Borelli Legrand, Yosha Stefan. I mean, there's so many. Um, but yeah, it's great stuff, and I just love playing it and I feel it. It's just such a part of my upbringing that I dig it. I really dig it. So that was a minor song, and I was thinking that you know what, I'm going to do like a happy major song now, and also for those of you that are nice enough that you've been sort of watching my live stream events, it sort of created a necessity is the mother of invention, and so I don't want to repeat the same, like I had like a set list that I was doing, and I was like, gee, this is my fourth live broadcast, I think, in 3 weeks. I know I'm doing at least one a week. And so I don't want to be like, oh, here's the same stuff again. So say like my friend Steve Vance is watching. I know that this is like his second or third. And so I'm trying to mix up what I'm doing. And so I'm going to do a song. I've actually done some songs that I haven't done on any of the streaming yet. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to do a song called "Bye Bye Blackbird," and this is kind of an interesting song for me. I again a song I really like, and I kind of had to come to terms with how like I wanted to play it because, of course, a lot of the jazz standards they come from like Broadway shows, and then jazz guys took them and did their own thing with them, and so this is kind of like a mixture of a bunch of different things that that kind of came together and came out with this sort of version that I have of Bye Bye Blackbird. Back up all my cares and woes, here I go, I'm singing low. I said bye, bye bye blackbird, or where somebody waits for me, a sugar sweet and so is she, baby. Bye bye blackbird. No one seems to love or understand me, but oh, those hard luck stories they all hand me. I pack my bag and light the light. Well, I'll be coming home late tonight. Blackbird, bye bye. Walking the dog. Ah. I pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, singing low. Bye bye, Blackbird. Oh, where's somebody? She waits for me. A sugar sweet, and so is she, baby. Bye bye, Blackbird. No one seems to love or understand her. Oh, those hard luck stories they all hand me. Pack my bag, light the light. I'll be coming home late tonight. Blackbird, 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 bye-bye. Bye-bye, Blackbird. Yes. Awesome. Awesome fun. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh. Oh, because I had to turn my ringer off. Man, I can't win. Leave my ringer on. I can't applaud. Let's see. Ah, that was nice. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Albert. Yeah. Let's see. Spent an evening with Django's partner from the 30s in Paris. Wow. The Hot Club. Oh, sure. Stefan Grappelli. Hot Jazz. Yeah. Yes. Of course. Man. Oops. The great Stefan Grappelli. Man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. So, I forgot to mention, because I actually just heard that if you look in the description on this broadcast in the on YouTube, if you look in the description section, there's a little area there where if you are so inclined with disposable income that you care to throw my way, there are two ways that you could give me a little tip through Venmo or PayPal. You don't have to. It's much appreciated, but I just thought I'd let you know that it's there in case you just want to just shower me with money, we're peeling off the dollar bills, throwing them at the people. Now you can virtually do that. And of course, I appreciate that very much. That none of us are out doing actual gigs now. So our income is highly modified, should we say. So Thank you. All right, so Bye Bye Blackbird. That seemed to be a hit. People like that one. Yeah, that's a beautiful tune. Uh, Often requested, highly requested, and I think I'm gonna do another Brazilian tune now, because again I'm trying to like mix it up and throw in a bunch of different stuff. So this is more of a samba. It's more of a samba than a bossa nova, which means it's a little faster, and it is not your traditional sort of samba. It's a song called Recordame. So this is actually a more of a jazz, like written by jazz cats. But it's a cool tune, and it's has a short form, so it makes the looping of it quite enjoyable. And it goes like something like this. Record a May. Record a May. Record a me. Record a you. Record a May. Thank you. Thank you so much. Loving it. Loving it. Great song. You know, this thing I'm using here, it's called Failboard. So I think it's a free app. It's hysterical. And you know, you can get like applause. For many of the mistakes I make, I have, yeah, that comes in handy. What else is on here? I think there's a shot. That's right. A horse walks into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" There you go. And so there's lots of groovy stuff on here you can check out. Failboard. All right. So we're moving on. Moving on. So for some of you, you have been here for an hour since noon. For some of you, you have been here since 12:30 because of my wrong start time. But to everybody, thank you for being here. And I hope you're not tired of me yet, because I'd like to still keep going. I still got some gas in the tank, and I still got some other songs I'd like to play. How are you doing out there, everybody? Chat with me. Chat with me. Let me know. Groovin'. Carol. Yay. Thank you. Cool. Yes, we're grooving. We are grooving over here. I haven't really done a ballad. A ballad, you know. So I'm going to do a ballad now. I'm going to do a song called "My Funny Valentine." And for those of you that have seen me play before, you know, I sort of have this Chet Baker arrangement that I'm doing. Oh, that's funny. Judy wrote "Gin and Jazz," nothing better, right? There used to be. Thanks. Oh, play "I Only Have Eyes for You." What a beautiful song. You know what? I gotta write that down. I'll get that together. Marie, for another time. But that's a beautiful song. "I Only Have Eyes for You," and I actually have a version of that. I have a version of that on the record that we did. The Harry Warren Songbook is a version of "I Only Have Eyes for You," but I don't have like a solo version worked up, and I wouldn't want to disgrace the song by like winging it. But that I'll work up a solo version of that. That's a great idea. That's a beautiful tune. But I'm going to do a song called "My Funny Valentine." I'm going to do it sort of in the Chet Baker style. And oh, hold on. I'm having a wardrobe malfunction down here. Hold on. Okay, let's see. There you go. That's better. My my little octave pedal, kind of like the top pop off it. I don't know why, but it did. So I repopped it. Good. Now we're groovy, like a 10-cent movie. Here we go. My funny Valentine, a sweet comic Valentine. You make me smile with your heart. Your looks are laughable, they're unphotographable. Yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Don't change your hair for me, or not if you care for me. Well, stay, funny Valentine, stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. My funny Valentine, a sweet comic Valentine. You make me smile with your heart. Your looks are laughable, they're unphotographable. Yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Don't change your hair for me, not if you care for me. Well, stay for the Valentine's Day. Each day is Valentine's Day. Summertime. All right. Summertime. Oh, great. Thank you. That's very kind. Sounds great. Thank you, Vin. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for chatting with me, because that's good. That's the only way I have any idea what's going on out there. So so thank you. I appreciate that very much, very very much. And I think that I'm going to do one without the looper. Okay. And usually I would do this on my Macaferry style Gypsy Swing guitar, but the way that I'm set up here, by the time I switched everything over, it would be, I don't know, it could be a disaster and it could sound horrible. And I know that this setup sounds pretty good. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. Walk, don't run. Yes, I in the last song I stuck in a little walk, don't run, and so I remembered that song as a sort of a surf tune, from those years, like like by the Ventures or something like that. But it was actually written by a very famous jazz guitar player. So somebody out there, let me know who wrote "Walk Don't Run." Oop. Yeah, "Walk Don't Run." Okay, but anyway, getting off topic, which is so unusual for me. No, that's sort of like my whole life is that I'm off topic. I'm going to do a version of just solo guitar of the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and this is from uh, the record, the Harry Warren Songbook. And if you do, if you are interested in getting uh, any of the recordings I have like on my website, www.dougmunro.com. And you could download stuff there. If you're into hard copy, you could download hard copy. If you're into vinyl, we have vinyl. You name it, I've got it. So this is from the Harry Warren Songbook, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. There you go. Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Yes, yes, a little solo guitar there. Uh, and Steve Vance came back with Johnny Smith wrote "Walk Don't Run." That is correct. And Johnny Smith was a super famous jazz guitar guy, and I had no idea that he wrote "Walk Don't Run" until like 30 years later, when I kind of discovered him and was checking out his stuff, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my gracious, he wrote "Walk Don't Run." Go figure. Okay. Yeah, so Boulevard of Broken Dreams, very nice. And I'd also be remiss to not tell you that we're actually working on a new record. I've got a new record all sort of like ready to record it, but we're all sheltered in place. So I haven't been able to set up any sessions yet, but I've been working on a new project for a while now, maybe about a year, called String Theory. And it's going to be mostly originals with a couple of cover songs in it. And going to be it's going to be in a Gypsy Swing style. And um, so we're excited to do that. And I'll probably be premiering some of it. You can actually go to, if you go on YouTube and punch in Woodside series, you'll see that we did La Pompe Attack did two songs, uh, two new songs. We did Traffic Jam. That's going to be actually I did that today. That's going to be one of the songs, and we did another song called Putt Lake Toodaloo, which is on there, so you can get a little preview of like what's going to be happening. All right. So I'm going to do a couple more for you because again, I want to make sure that the people that came on at 12:30 get a full hour of me. Because man, you need like that whole hour before you go. Enough already. Okay. So how's everybody doing out there? Did everybody have a brunch? Did everybody like actually eat? Let me know. Send in a little text there and let me know if you ate and what you ate. We did do some talking about the drinks, which was nice. But I'm curious as to like, did somebody have eggs? What kind of eggs? And so I'm going to do one of the most requested tunes. Like when we play out, this tune is just requested so often. So I'm going to play it here. It's the second most requested jazz song. Oh, somebody wrote pancakes. Oh man, I love pancakes. Oh, bagels, nice. They picked up bagels. I'm a huge bagel fan. Dunkin' Donuts. Yes. My people. So, this is the second most requested jazz song ever. You are correct. So, here we go. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I hope for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me know what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I hope for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. Yes, fly me to the moon. All right. So I see, yeah, fly me to the moon. Took all of the leftovers and created a rice and beans. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Rice and beans right there. Whatever's laying around the house, totally awesome. Yeah. Totally my kind of meal. Yes. Yes. All right. Oh, thanks, Steve. Really appreciate that. Steve said thanks for brightening up his day. And likewise, you know, as performers, it's what we miss the most is going out and performing and interacting. You know, I sit home, I practice, I do online lessons, I'm doing some production work for some people, and but I really miss, um, I really miss playing. And thank you, Vin. And so what's funny is that man, you feel weird. Like I just haven't, it's been like what, 6, 7 weeks now, 8 weeks almost. And so like to perform and play is sort of like, man, I'm like shaking rust off, it's I can't wait to get back at it and to play with other people. Me and Michael Getz, bass player, I think that we're going to be doing some kind of duo thing soon. He had contacted me about, so I'll let you know more about that. I'm going to try and get, once they start lifting restrictions, I'm going to try and get Albert Rivera up here. I have a really tiny, tiny studio. It's a little bit beyond Frogsworth here. And as you can see, here's the wall right back here. So we have a tiny, sort of a tiny area to work in. But yeah, we're going to try and build out, and then of course, eventually we'll see each other live, and you'll be able to go, wow, look how funny your hair is. It's so long, you haven't cut it. Although I cut my own hair, so I'm okay. But I did dye the old beard. You know, so you'll see me in some videos. My beard is like black like this. Then it'll be like partially gray and black. Then it'll be like mostly white with like a little dot. It's hysterical. Oh yes, and thank you, Lori. That I'm going to be at the Mac in 2021. I think we already have a date booked, and so I'm really looking forward to that. Coming back up to Milford, Connecticut, to play. If you haven't been to the Milford Arts Council, you really need to go. It's a beautiful place. It's a restored railroad station, and so I'm pretty sure it's probably a historic landmark, and it is just awesome. The sound is really great, and of course, all the people, all the staff there are fantastic, and they always put on a great show. Um, Steve wrote, "Hey Doug, do you remember your hair in Gorton High School?" Yes, I do. My hair is actually pretty weird right now too. So check it out. But in high school, my hair grew just sort of like up and out. I had what they would call a loose afro, kind of like a big boring thing going on. So yeah, I remember that. Good times. All right. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for listening and enjoying your brunch with me. And like I said, if you do feel like dropping a little coin in the tip jar, just go down in the description of the video and you'll see there's Venmo and PayPal. And I'm going to do one more song. And let's see, what am I going to do? What am I going to end with? Uh, let's do another standard. I'm going to do There Will Never Be Another You. And this is yet another song written by my great uncle, Harry Warren. And it's from the Harry Warren songbook. There will be many other nights like this. I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I could dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be another you? There will be many other nights like this. I'll be standing here with someone new. Better believe it, baby. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Mm-mm. Yes, I could dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be another you? There will be many other nights like this. I'll be standing here with someone new. You better believe it, baby. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring, but there will never be another you. There will be other lips that I may kiss. They won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I could dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be, there will never ever be, there will never ever be another. you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Peace and love to you all. Stay healthy, stay strong, do your bit to keep everybody safe from the COVID. And yeah, man, thank you for all your kind support. Thank you to the Milford Arts Council, Lori, Paige, all my friends there. Thank you to all my friends, fans, and family that checked this out today. I had a great time. And until next time, I will see you.